if your livelihood depends on you benching more weight, you better fucking bench more weight.
A few real quick takeaways for people to look into, and obviously this is not 100%, just a few things to possibly look into for anybody who's listening. Squat, bench, deadlift, most common fault to look at.
So for the squat and the deadlift, because it's basically the same movement, not having a good enough brace, or there's not, I might even go a step further and say just not understanding the movement. Like they're not understanding what they need to do. Right. Okay, and then physically the bracing and the setup. So that'd be the squat and the deadlift. It's the same. For the bench press, the biggest fault people have is probably going too heavy. And technically the biggest fault they have is probably the position of the shoulders. Be it, do they have the ability to control the shoulder? Can they retract the shoulder and get this full range of motion? Or do we go from here and go like this? Super common, people just don't have the ability to get the shoulders like that. Yeah.
What do you encourage people to correct that?
Would I encourage people to correct
What do you encourage for people to correct that? Like they just don't have that control. They keep on like shrugging the shoulder.
Mostly I just tell them to correct it.
Oh, okay. So just literally like, hey, here's what's going on. Here's how you're going to change this.
So when at least when I'm coaching, I want to make the smallest intervention possible. Yeah. Okay, and the smallest intervention, or at least the least change. No, not least change. What I was going to say. The least kind of disruptive intervention is a mental one.
Yeah.
Right? So if I can say to someone, hey, your shoulders are shrugging, stop it, and they fix it and get it moving around, it's a win.
Yeah, I get that.
And then outside of that, if it's not working, they just don't have the ability to do that, they can't get a position, I just shorten the range of motion and get them to go and fix it another way.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of cool.
Because if they literally can't do it, then I'm not going to make them do it. Yeah. For me, it's not worth the actual stress on the joint capsule of coming to here in the bench press, where I can just get them to come to like here in the bench press, like a matter of inches, and then go away and just fix the shoulders.
That's interesting. And obviously this is for non-competitors that you would do that.
No, I do with competitors as well.
Really? So wait, so you're limiting their range of motion?
Yeah, until they can do it. Cause
okay, I got you. I
assume they would get fixed.
Okay, got it.
But also, like, there's another way of looking at this. Okay, one is, can you get your shoulders to here to bench, or if you can't, you can get to here. Well, is it easier, or is it better bang for my buck to find this, or is it more bang for my buck to find this?
Right. Yep.
Right. So I can be like, well, two directions, right? Really, we want to have the shortest range of motion possible. So actually, having a reduced range of motion here is beneficial as long as I can get my chest higher.
I had a former partner who was watching Kitty bench, and she's like, well, of course she can bench that much. Like, she's moving at like 2 inches, and I'm like,
yep,
yes. Yep. And that's the sport.
Yeah,
that's like someone being like, oh, well, of course they're a good runner. They're taking long strides. It's like you're using you're using the things that are fully within the rules of you can create a bigger arch, and man, like I fucking can't wait for somebody to like comment. Glenn, we're gonna put a video of Kitty benching up on the screen, and someone's gonna fucking dog on it. But like the reality is, okay, these are the rules that you're fitting under, and you are allowed to create an arch. One, like it does a lot to like help your brace and help your shoulder position too, which is cool. But it also shortens that range of motion, which is part of it. Like
powerlifting is using the most muscles to do the least amount of distance allowed by the rules.
Yeah, that's it. Move the weight from point A to point B, and then put it back down.
Like it'd be like throwing darts, and if someone could reach the board with a dartboard from the line and just put it in, fucking moving it within rules.
Yeah, no one's gonna be like, that guy's arm is really long, so he shouldn't be allowed to play darts.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's nonsense.
Yeah, people need to understand that like it's a competition at the rules and the goals.
Exactly. Yeah, as long as you fit within the rules, it is okay,
dude. And like not just that, like once you're doing a sport competitively, it's your job to win. So like let's say we're playing football, it's not Tom Brady again, the whole like deflating the ball like scandal thing.
Dude, I don't watch sports. I know just enough to follow.
So basically they might have cheated, but that's their job. Like if you can get away with cheating,
Yeah.
like that's your job.
That's a fucking. My buddy lived in Japan for a little while, and he's like, dude, cheating is part of the culture.
Yeah.
Like they're literally like, look, like if you cheated and you got away with it, like good job.
Yeah.
You still did, and I'm like, that's fucking crazy. So I disagree with you on that. I feel like if you're cheating, you're a motherfucker. But if you're within the rules, like doing an extreme arch, who gives a shit?
I think, this might be a rugby thing, because like in rugby it's almost encouraged to break the rules in certain situations, as long as you get away with it, because that's your job. Like you're getting paid. Like your boss is paying you to win the game.
That's fair.
Right? And like if your livelihood depends on you benching more weight, you better fucking bench more weight. Right?
Okay, I suppose this is a matter of like, is it ethically good that you do it? But is it a matter of like, if it's a matter of like paying bills, then hey, man, you gotta fucking.
Well, here's a question for you.
Okay.
Is it okay to pray to win?
Well, see, I don't think it has any outcome. So
it doesn't have any outcome.
Okay.
But like this more.
Ooh, obviously.
Yeah.
Speaking in a fucking black or white term. I'm just kidding.
Well,
no, I'm giving you shit.
The idea that, say you believe in God.
Okay.
The idea that God's concerned with the outcome of a game when there's still child cancer.
Hey man, maybe he's like, hey, I got a fucking lot running on this game.
Well, then he should know the answer. and why would your prayer influence a deal?
Yeah, no. And that's actually a fucking goddamn. I like want to have this conversation, but it's so irrelevant to the podcast. No, I agree with you. It is a funny thought of like, you really think? Okay, so is praying before a game?
Yeah, should you pray to win? Like, is that fair? Because if you believe in it, it's going to change the game. Like,
damn, that's an interesting.
Yeah, it's an issue, right?
Yeah, holy shit, that's kind of a fun concept. Because like if you really believe that, you might be using.
Is that cheating?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
wow,
like, divine favor, man. That's that's an advantage.
In the literal aspect of like prayer is not going to have any outcome. No, obviously it's not cheating. But like if this person believes it, then it's like I don't know. It'd be no different than like someone like grabbing a voodoo doll and like stabbing it a bunch of times and being like, oh, like I hope this person's like fucked up and can't come to the game tomorrow.
Yeah, which is super immoral.
Yeah.
So there's a
that is kind of funny.
So also rules are just a human construct. So there's that too.
See, but think about it. How much fun is chess? Because you play a lot of chess.
I play way too much chess.
Yes, you do.
Far too much.
Would you have as much fun playing chess if there were no rules?
Oh, yeah, the game wouldn't exist.
Exactly. You have fun with chess because of the rules.
But I also play a lot of variants on chess.
Yeah, but there's still rules to those.
Yeah, but there's a variance, right? It's different rules.
Right, yeah.
So, like, I play chess where I don't get to see the opponent's pieces, for example.
What?
Yeah, it's like you played Command and Conquer.
Like battleships.
Yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
Where you just don't know anything else.
Okay,
you have to like work out where the pieces are.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Man, that's a brain fucker.
It's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the difference between like my rating's okay in chess. But the difference between me and the people who are good at that is just mind-blowing. Like, they can picture the board.
Yeah.
And I have to see it.
They just know what's going on. Yeah, like, okay, here's all the different possibilities. Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
It's nuts, man.
Yeah, that is really nuts. Well, shit, man. I guess if you got any final words of wisdom or anything like that, anything you want to go out on a bang with? If somebody wants to get into powerlifting, what would you recommend they do?
Find a good coach.
And do you have any resources you recommend for finding a good coach?
I mean, clearly, like, Kabuki is the best coaching platform out there. Like, I legit. Yeah. I actually do think we've got the best team of coaches in the world.
I honestly agree with that.
That's not saying there aren't better coaches, but as a team and as a resource, I do think it's the best. Yeah. There's some incredible coaches out there, but they just don't have the whole package that we have.
Yeah. And again, like what I'll say is like just my experience of like having worked with you very, very like in very small increments. Dude, if like the team functions anything like you do, like holy shit, man, what a world class experience to be able to. Well, to grow.
And we got all the courses and the movement portal and all that kind of stuff. It's just a whole package there, really great. And if I wasn't like working for them, I would probably be getting coached by them as well. I mean, I am getting coached by them. Yeah, my coach is one of the big coaches.
Yeah, I get you.
And that's not something that has to happen. So Daniel is one of our coaches. He gets coached by someone outside of a team. That's fine. Okay, that's just what he wants to do. That was his coach before he was on board, and he stayed with him.
Yeah,
sweet. It's happened that I wanted Joe Stella to do my coaching. So he's a pro strongman, really good, and we're going to hit a 800 or 900 pound deadlift. So sweet. That's
holy hell, man.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Well, shit, dude. Alrighty. Ugh. well, we're gonna go shoot some little tutorials on some movements, guys. So pop in for those. I'll toss them on the screen wherever if you're on YouTube. But beyond that, if anybody wants to find you, what is your Instagram?
What is my Instagram?
I think it's Coach_Alex_Kabuki.
That sounds
Hold on.
Right.
Let me use my half-broken
It's
body.
like my birthday, man. I don't even know when my birthday is. Like.
Yeah, I asked him his age, and he literally said, "I don't know, man. I don't keep track of that."
Yeah, I don't care. It's not important. I don't need to know that. I've been born, you know.
Hold on. Let's see.
It's something like that. It's like
Coach_Alex_Kabuki. It is Kabuki for anybody who doesn't know how to spell. And you can go ahead and plug Kabuki as well. Where do they find Kabuki at? What's their Instagram?
Just Kabuki Strength. Kabuki Strength is
you're
the
correct.
main one.
And then there's Kabuki_virtual coaching.
Yeah, Kabuki virtual coaching is actually probably the better one to follow.
Okay.
At least in terms of coaching information, and then the education week as well.
Right, cool, man.
Yeah.
And then we'll tag Kitty too, because she's just a fucking specimen of movement.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Well, boom, we just hit the 1 hour mark, at least on the physical recording. Alrighty, man. Well, hey.
Sweet, let's go now.
Alex, I appreciate it, bro. Let's go get some shit done. Sweet. I appreciate you doing the funny arm shake for me. So, till next time, guys. This is Alex. I'm Andrew with Pride. We'll see y'all later.
Hey, guys, if you like this clip, please share this out to someone else who needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more, there's actually a whole podcast and a whole YouTube channel. So you can go find us at Pride Fitness and Movement on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you find your podcasts. Go give us a follow, and we'll see y'all later.